Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing, Thai immigration. And it probably seems like a strange title, but there's a reason for it. I'm going to go ahead and quote from a recent comment on a prior video, quoting directly. What I have a problem with is the constant reporting, and at the end of it, you still look at reapplying every year, and it's not even a visa, it's an extension of an original O visa. But more annoying is the way each immigration office seems to put its own interpretation on the rules. Surely it should be a clear set of requirements and no gray areas. I qualify for my extension on income, but my immigration office is different that at least than, I think they meant than, at least two others that I know of, and there are probably more. And then all in caps they say, why can't they all be the same? Well, good question. I've done videos on this before. Yeah, different Thai immigration offices take different approaches when it comes to not only interpretation of Thai immigration law, but also they have different administrative procedures. So like different offices will have a slightly different way sometimes of dealing with paperwork. Now, the thing to bear in mind is at the end of the day, Thai Immigration's authority is rooted in the Thai Immigration Act in 1979. Of that, there is no doubt. But immigration authorities throughout the world, this is the United States, Thailand, wherever you want to go, there's a plenary element to it. And plenary power is different than legality, than like legal authority. Plenary power, it's kind of somewhere between legality and sovereignty is the way I look at it. You know, you can go back and get into like plenary authority back in like the old Catholic Church and Christendom days and all of that stuff. Not going to do a deep dive like that, but plenary power basically results in a great deal more discretion because oftentimes it's viewed as a power of the state that is necessary for the maintenance of the state. So for example, maintaining, proper immigration protocols so that essentially a country doesn't get overrun by outsiders, that's a plenary power that can be vested in various officers. And in this case, yeah, it's vested in Thai immigration officers, and it's evidenced by the discretion that they have. And you will definitely see a different paradigm between immigration offices. A perfect example of this is the difference between the Bangkok Immigration Bureau and the Pattaya Immigration Bureau. They have kind of a different take on how things work and how things should be done. For example, down in the Pattaya Immigration Office, we've done videos on this before. Presently the current immigration chief down there is doing things to kind of make things more comfortable for tourists, to try to streamline processing, make things more convenient. Up in Bangkok, it's much more business oriented and there's a lot more people. So for that reason, it's not quite as, for lack of a better term, accommodating in that it's sort of going out of its way to, accommodate tourists and things. That's the Bangkok Immigration Office. It's pretty lively. There's a lot of people in there on a given day. They get a lot of cases processed out, and they can be pretty bureaucratic. It can be readily apparent. They're just different. I don't think that's at all. I don't think that's a disparagement or anything on the part of, for example, Bangkok. They have things they need to get done. They have protocols they need to maintain, and with the volume of caseload that they have going through their office, they're just not as warm and fuzzy, if you will, as, for example, the Pattaya Immigration Office is. That's just one example. Different immigration offices have slightly different priorities because the circumstances on the ground in those locations warrant kind of a different take on how to deal with overall immigration policy and immigration law and visa issuance. So again, I'm not to say I'm exactly defending it. I do understand the frustration, but yeah, it's inherent to the authority associated with an immigration apparatus.